Hi everybody, this is the last video of this first week. It has been super exciting for us. We never expected so many people. It's now about 37,000 of us here from all over the world basically, and frankly we didn't expect so many people to be interested, and we are super happy of course that you are also interested. And then we get all of these reactions on our forum. That's fun to read. It's just so great to see that there's people who are saying things like Hassan Hori. He is from Somaliland. He doesn't say how old he is, but he says he is an old man. He's also riding camels. It's great. And he has a great motto, a motto by Winston Churchill. His motto is: success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And that's true, isn't it? But it's not just old men who respond. There's also young women, like Svetlana from Kazakhstan, who says that this course is a real chance to advance her linguistic skills, to get useful new experience, and to communicate with outstanding people. And that's something we hear from many people. So I also read somewhere that somebody said the great thing about this course is the opportunity to interact with all these other language nerds. And that's true, isn't it? Aren't we all language nerds? Okay, well, now there's also questions. There's small questions, like Martin Morgan asks, how do we pronounce the name of this town where we are filming this MOOC? Well, I, as a Dutch speaker, and somebody from actually around here, I say Leiden or Leiden. So there's some optionality in pronouncing the final N, but it's Leiden or Leiden. So take care of the vowel A, like that, Leiden. Okay, you're doing fine, Martin Morgan, I'm sure. There's somewhat bigger questions about the content. So there are some people who are very upset about what they think we said about artificial languages, and in particular about Esperanto. Esperanto, as you might know, is a language which was invented, published first in 1887, so roughly some 130 years ago. And it now has actually native speakers, as some people have rightfully observed. So there are people who are enthusiastic Esperantists. Esperanto was created as a language, as an auxiliary language for the world. So the idea was everybody in the world would learn that language as a second language, and then we could all communicate in that language. There are some people who are so committed to that idea that they find their partner also within the Esperanto community, and then at home they speak Esperanto and they raise children, and those children will have Esperanto as one of their mother tongue. So it's true, there are native speakers. It's also definitely true there are people who consider this to be their language. So from that point of view, you are right. There's very little reason not to consider Esperanto a human language, a natural language, according to the definitions we gave. Some linguists might still be skeptical in taking it into account, for instance, because of its different kind of history. There's a very short history. 130 years is not very long for a language to live. But according to our criteria, it definitely counts. As a matter of fact, I can tell you, I have been a professor of Esperanto myself, so I know about that. Okay. Another issue was about the video with our informants, in particular the first video there with Han Hu. You see me there talking to Han Hu about her language, and then in that video I say that there is a page, a course on our course page, where we give a form, and on that form we would give an analysis of what she says exactly. Now, to be honest, when we were filming that, we were still a little bit more ambitious about what we thought you needed to do with our informants. You needed to do more work than we thought you needed to do. And that would involve filling in a form. So we thought, okay, we're going to show you how to fill in that form. But then we realized that you guys already have a lot of work for this course. So we decided to make this a little bit less engaging, and you don't have to fill in that form, but then we don't have to show that to you either. Okay, more about this is actually explained on our course page now, and that's really true, I promise. Okay, finally, talking about those informant videos, you guys, if you look at the quiz, you will see that actually the informant videos are very important. They're a very important part of the experience. A large part of the questions is about those informants, and that's because when looking at and analyzing the informants, that's where you will apply, hopefully, the knowledge you get every week. Okay, so get to know those informants. It's also really fun to see all these people from all around the world, and in the next weeks we're going to see that they are reacting very differently to the different kinds of questions we asked. So look at them as well. And well, I hope to see you all next week. Just much more fun in store next week. You're going to see my special friend. Well, we prepared many fun things there as well, and I hope you will continue to be as enthusiastic as you are now.